really beautiful people. How are you? Welcome to day 149 of Lyndall's Luscious Limberings. Thank you very much for joining me with summer footwear today. It's alright, it's Melbourne. It's going to be cold in a couple of days, but let's enjoy it while it lasts. Today is our stretchy chill out day, a chance to recenter, take care of ourselves, check in. I mean, look, we should be doing that every day, but today is a focused day for that. So let's do it. If you are playing along with our playlist at home, I think we might have some noise from the neighbours next door. It's fine, real life. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. And just starting with feet hip width apart. Subtle knee bend, just an unlocking of the knees. And let that just feel like the pelvis can release, that you've got any pressure that's on the small of the back or the flexors of the front can just release. And I'm just going to look down. Keeping the head down. Just gently roll the shoulders. Not a huge range of movement here, just soft. And breathe deep into the lower abdomen. Good, bringing the head up. Keep going with the arms. Back down with the head again. And you can, if you want, put a slight C curve into the spine. So it's not just the head that's dropping, there's a slight curve through the thoracic spine. Good, coming up again with the head. Rolling forwards. And again, just drop the head. And back up. Last time going down again. Again, if you want to put a very slight C curve into that spine and let it really stretch out all along the spine. So you can even feel it referring into the small of the back. Good, come back up. Let's just roll the shoulders back to reset them. Unlock those knees. Head to the side. Super relaxed, whimsical head nod. Breathe into the bottom of your belly. Give yourself a nice round Buddha belly. No one's here, no one cares. Even if they were here, they don't care. And rolling around. Tell you what, how's the serenity today, hey? All of the cars. Keep those knees nice and soft. Keep breathing. Rolling around again. Breathe. Breathing is good. And unclench your butt cheeks. Let that pelvis just hang super heavy off the spine. And around again. Beautiful. Chin back to chest and just give a small shake like you're saying no. No, I don't want to stay in lockdown. Oh, that's not. Okay, good. Just rolling down a bit and just let the arms hang. So don't go all the way over, but give yourself a C curve and just shake out the shoulders a bit. And roll them backwards. Good, let yourself go further all the way down, just to where you hang naturally. Head super heavy, let that weight of the head trying to reach the ground. Allow the whole spine to open and broaden and lengthen. And again, just work through those shoulders. And as you're working through the shoulders now, try and make it like the whole of the upper pectoral limb. So from the sternum and the spine, moving all the way up. Good, let's just bend down and drain the blood out of the head. Just let it go down again. And just take it through some lifting. Just lift up to neutral and then back down again. Good, and just raise the butt up again. Don't have the legs straight for the moment. Let's sink the butt and rise up by rolling through the spine, stacking the vertebrae on top of each other. Just roll out those shoulders again. Take the head to one side, nod, and keep it on the side, looking behind. back to the side, looking in front. Let that stretch all the way down. So again, just let the butt hang super heavy off the spine, and see if you can let that stretch extend all the way down the side of the back, down maybe even through the butt cheeks and the back of the leg. Take the ear back to the shoulder, relax the jaw, and just tilt up until you find a stretch along the front of the neck. And rolling back around. Oh, I know why it's so noisy today. It's because the industry is going back. That makes sense. And opening up. Looking behind. And looking down. Again, really think about unclenching and softening, loosening, sinking all of those muscles over the pelvis. Breathing into the abdomen. Good. Ear back to the side and gently look up. And back. Roll the shoulders, soften the knees. And just rolling down gently in your own time. Now, soften the knees and just gently look forward and lengthen, breathing in. And come down again, breathe in your own rhythm. And you don't have to get the legs as straight as they possibly can go. Just straighten until they find a stretch, and then really indulge in that lovely lengthen forwards. And then as you let that all go, enjoy the release as you then soften down to the ground. Good. Just place your left leg on your right foot, your right hand up behind. Lengthen the fingers towards the ceiling. If you can, look up, do, otherwise stay looking down. And down. And the other way, right hand on left foot, left hand towards the ceiling. If you can, look up, do. Otherwise, stay looking at the floor. Try and reach those fingertips right up to touch the ceiling. And back down. Let's just drop the butt again. And think about broadening across the small of the back here. And head down. Butt up. Sink the butt to roll up through the spine. Roll the shoulders just to reset. And just loosening through the feet. So really indulge in that feeling of the flexion through the extension, sorry, through the toes. Good. And take yourself into a tricep stretch. Keeping the head straight up, bend those knees. And let's do a circle. And the other way. Sorry, there's a weird insect crawling along my floor, which I just occupied by where he's gone. Good, and just bend over to one side. The side away from the side where the arm is. Use the outer breath to come up. He's not happy. Roll it out. And other side. Oh yeah. Circle around. Possibly residual feelings from arm day still there. And circle the other way. Alright, sorry, I stopped looking at the insect. One bug. Good, leaning away from that arm. Let that stretch hopefully all the way down the side. Maybe you can feel it going into the hips even. And use the outward breath to come up. Roll that out. And let's roll down. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and going back up, same count. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Beat our arms. Make sure you remember which one's in front. Bend the knees and circle through. Drawing a perfect circle on the ceiling with the whole of the rib cage. All right, he stopped. He's having a rest. He's like, nah, too far, mate. Too far. Go the other way. You have my full and undivided attention. And keep them up there, changed around. There we go. And the other way. Beautiful. Roll that out. Before we go to ground, just find the windowsill. And we're just going to stretch out through the front of the arm. Windowsill or door. Or flatmate. Spouse. And the other side. And let's go sideways, so reaching over, just pull away through the ribs. And then breathe out to change over. Nice one. Okay, let's reach up and just keeping the feet still, try and touch the ceiling with one hand, really get it, and then trying to the other hand, really stretch up right through those ribs. Good. How's the serenity? Cut those strings on the fingers, on the wrists, on the elbows, on the head, gently rolling down. Just take your legs out wide and hang in the A-frame. Really let the head go, don't hang onto the neck in any particular way. And really gently just swing. Good, put the hands down. And just lightly in your own time, take yourself through a few cycles of just softly bending down. Don't reach your limit of movement. Keep the top of that head wanting to allude towards the floor. And while you're doing this, I know the focus is, you're probably feeling the movement in your legs, but I want you to think about broadening across the small of the back as those knees bend. Good. And then just reach the fingers out as far as they can. Pull the butt bones towards the ceiling. Try and put the thighs on the walls behind you. Good, soften through that, and let's swing through to our butts and onto our backs. Yes, let's loop over and open up the hips. Make sure the chin is still tucked on the floor. You're lengthening through the top still, and sacrum is lengthening away. And really think about the small of the back, or even the belly button, relaxing down deep into the floor. And let's passively stretch out using our hands. Good, and we're just going to change over. Nice and easy. It's not violent, this movement. It's all about just giving yourself a chance to open. Again, don't go to your extreme range of movement here. Oh, how nice is a blue sky. Oh my God. Good, using the hands near the hip, just help to stretch it out. Good, bring the feet together and start off by letting that small of the back relax into the floor. Then we're gradually going to take our legs out wide with the feet still in the middle. but maintain that feeling of relaxation and connection of the small of the back onto the floor. If you feel like the small of the back is lifting off the floor, then that's your limit. Otherwise, just let the legs go wide and just let gravity do the work. And here, so my belly's totally going. From here, raise one hip up than the other. So like a happy Labrador tail wag. Keep that small of the back relaxed into the floor. Good, now just rock the pelvis from side to side. And now if you want with your hands, don't push down, but just let the weight of your hands apply a bit of extra gravity assist. Good, use the hands on the outward breath to bring yourself back in and bring the knees in. And let's do some circling there. And if you can, enjoy that feeling of massage at the small of the back on the floor. So as you're circling, you're also getting to just get a cheeky massage from the yoga mat or the carpet, whatever you're on. Go the other way. Beautiful, and then point the toes and just bursting that imaginary balloon into the floor. We're just going to lengthen out. Good, burst the balloon, pull the legs in. Try not to take it through the neck. Again, burst the balloon, legs go out. One more time, bursting the balloon first, then legs come in. Good, pull the toes back and point. Good, pull them back and go up and point and flex, point and flex. Nice and easy, don't be too extreme on the flex when you first start. It can creep up on you. And keep on relaxing the small of the back into the floor. Now as you start to warm up, you can give a bit more of an extra squeeze as you're going into that flexion. Good, and then just find a relaxed flexion and we'll do our ins and outs. Our bird feet, pigeon toes and duck feet. Now really get the feeling this is rotating from the hips, so you're not using the ankles, it's the hips themselves that are moving. Good, and bend down again, circle again. And the other way. Beautiful, back to our donuts. And this time we are going to loop through and stretch out. Again, loop through either grabbing onto the shin or onto the thigh. Lengthen out that neck on the floor. And just let gravity and the breath do its work. Good, Labrador wags. And then circle around. Just small ones. And the other way. And then one more. Just let the elbows sink down towards the floor. Great. Take yourself over to the side of the leg that's stretching. And just let yourself fall over gently. And if you feel you've got it in you, look down the opposite arm. Good, lengthen the leg underneath, breathe out to come back up. And then keeping this leg up, just going to let it fall over again with that lower leg straight. And if you want, you can put the opposite hand on top just to apply some extra gravity assist. And just let it relax down towards the floor. Good, breathe out and come back up. Pull that leg into the chest. And relax. Make sure you're lengthening out through the other leg as well. And then keeping the leg as high as it wants to. Just start to use the elbow for support and take it out wide. Keep the other hip on the ground. And again, you might feel the stretch in this mostly in the other hip, or you may feel it on the inside of the leg. If you're not feeling the stretch on this and you feel secure with it, you can put a bit of extra force through the arm, using the arm through the leg. And use the hand and breath to come back in. And give it a wiggle. Beautiful. Put that one down, donut the other one on top, and reach through. And relax down. Lengthen out the neck. Sacrum's lengthening away, and just the weight of the elbows helps the stretch. Take the time to go throughout the body and go, am I tense through my sternum, maybe my jaw, maybe my shoulder blades, like what other parts of your body are tight that you can release. And happy Labradors. Good, circle around. Nice and small. And the other way. Good. Put that leg down, take it up over to the side of the leg that's raised. Gently let yourself relax down to the floor, and if you can, look down the opposite arm. Beautiful. Extend the leg underneath. Use the breath to come back up. And then, again, using the other hand to take it across. Just let yourself relax down to one side. Keeping both shoulders on the floor. And using the breath and the hand to come back in. Let's pull that leg in. Releasing out through the other hip. And then drop the supporting elbow to the side. Just keep the knee as high as it can as you take it out to the side. And you may need to put a bit of extra pressure down there. You may feel it stretching out on the other side of the body, not that side. Beautiful. Bring it in and wiggle. Lovely. Just let that leg extend. And we're just going to lengthen out through the hands. And breathe in. Outward breath. We go down. And then in. And let's do this much slower. So we're going to go over a count of 8. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Breathe in. And out. And in. Try and take the whole amount of time. And in. Last time, going out. Good, pop those knees up. And we're just going to fall over to one side on the outward breath. Breathe in. Use the out breath to go the other side. Over the same count. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe in, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You got room in your head for it, turn your head the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathe in, 8. Breathe in, 8. Breathe in. Good, and the side you're on, let's just roll over onto all fours. Just take your time because you might be a little bit sleepy. And into a child's pose. And quick the fingertips over to the left hand side. Keep stretching. And then back the other way. Good, back into the center and up into all fours. Now we're just going to do our shoulder blade dips, but just make them super small. So it's just more about mobilizing rather than trying to work them. Beautiful work, and now we're going to arch through our cat cows. Use the bones. 2, 3, and down. Match it with the breath. It doesn't matter, I don't mind if you breathe in or out on each movement, but just do one breath in, one breath out. And going up. And down. Really get that, as you arch up, get the bone towards the ceiling, let the pelvis hang heavy off the base of the spine. Couple more. Last one. Good, level off. And we're going to look around to the left hand side. And back to center. Again, match the breath. Look the other side. Try and look around the back of your butt if you can. And the other way. And again. Good. Hand behind head. We're going to go in. And up. Don't have to go as fast as me on this. You can go slow if you want. Good. Changing hands. Beautiful. Sitting down on your butts with the legs in a diamond in front. Sitting up tall, elbows on knees, scooping the belly button upwards and forwards, wiggling through. So working those knees into the floor so you find a stretch along the back of the butt and potentially across the small of the back, scooping upwards. I don't mean arch through the spine, but what we don't want to do is hunch over. Good, come up, bring those feet close in to the pelvis, and just nice relaxed butterfly flutters sitting up tall through the spine. Good, and then just sort of move yourself like you're trying to get a nice comfy seat on the ground. Good, and then leaning forwards. Nice one. Tuck the left leg underneath, the right leg on top, left arm on top, sit up tall, looking around. And change, however you choose. Oh yeah. Good stuff. Just keep one leg tucked under. If you want, you can turn it around this way in the right angle, sit up tall, and just using a little slight side to side movements, just start to bring that chest upwards and forwards. Start off with the foot relaxed here. If you're with the movements, make them really soft and gentle. So it's just to kind of help mobilize down different planes of movement, but don't do anything jerky. And if you want, you can also just wriggle through the thorax. Now, if you can reach the foot and you want to, you can just pull up on it slightly and let yourself relax into a static stretch. Good, then release that and then just gently point the toe. Good, and take the opposite hand of the leg on the outside of the leg wherever you can find it. Use the elbow to help twist you through the center wherever you can reach. If you can reach the ball of the foot, by all means pull up on it. And rotate around to stretch through those ribs. Always breathing nice and regular. Never hold your breath against the stretch. Nice steady breaths. If the stretch is making you suck in your breath, you're trying to push yourself too far, come back a little bit. Breathe regularly and deeply and let your body relax in. Hand down, use the hands and the breath to help you come up. Good, we're going to change legs. So again, leg either in, or you can rotate it out if you want. Sitting up nice and tall. And again, soft, gentle movements just to help worm your way down towards the floor. Foot relaxed to start off with. And if you want, just wiggling through the thorax. Again, make these movements gentle, always listening in. You don't suddenly do a bounce. It's not a bounce, it's a soft waveform oscillation. Good, if you can reach the foot and you want to, pull up. Otherwise, just relax into the static stretch. Softening down. Breathing into it. And then just gently point that toe. And then the opposite hand, find wherever you can reach on the outside of that foot and reach the other arm through. Even if you're up here, you can reach the other arm through and still twist yourself around. And stretch that out. If you can reach the ball of the foot and you want to pull up on it, then do. Gives you a nice stretch along the outside of that leg. Noise. Use the hand. Come up. Good. And if you can sit on your knees, just want you to wiggle through them. And just give them a bit of a whack. If you can't sit on your knees, just sit with your legs outstretched in front and give them a bit of a whack as well. Get into the glutes. Good. And then line up the index fingers, outstretch the thumbs, have them a thumb width apart, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, tuck the toes under, lift the butt towards the ceiling, and just take yourself through a down dog. If you want, you can start by, I'm not walking through the floor here, I'm actually just popping up one hip than the other. And just
going to settle into that static stretch, and again, find the easy stretch. Let yourself breathe and just let the body do the work. Butt bones going up, thighs trying to go on the wall behind you. Good, and then just walking through that. And if you want, crossing the knees across the body. And soften the knees, walk the hands in. Hang yourself over in the crouch. I'm just going to turn to front, but you can stay where you are. And if you're feeling like you've got it in you, just take those feet a little wide, settle down to the heels, otherwise just stay in the crouch. But just use those elbows to stretch out through the small of the back and the inner thigh. If you want to increase the stretch in the small of the back, you can pull the belly button into the spine. Not severely, just enough. Good, hands down, rock yourself onto your toes and lift the butt. Hang over, work those shoulders one more time. My legs are straight but not locked. Bending knees, rolling up through the spine. Just shake everything out. Beautiful, yay. Hey, thanks for joining me again. Tomorrow is 1:50. What? There you go. Do it. Please. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Thank you so much for joining me, team. See you next time. Bye.